Did Kang Sae-byeok ever stand a chance in Squid Game? Kang Sae-byeok wasn't the strongest player, she wasn't the smartest, but she was a survivor. She didn't rely on brute force like Deok-soo. She didn't manipulate people like Sang-woo. Instead, she stayed quiet, observant, waiting for the right moments to act. But in a game where alliances break, betrayals are inevitable, and luck plays a bigger role than anyone wants to admit. Was that ever enough? Because no matter how careful she was, Sae-byeok never got to play on a level field. She wasn't just fighting for herself, she was fighting for her little brother, for their future. And in the end, that may have been the biggest reason she never stood a chance. Let's break down her journey, the moves she made, and every factor that kept her from making it to the end. Sae-byeok's first power move. Sae-byeok showed what kind of player she really was, cautious but never weak. In red light, green light, she didn't panic. She didn't run. She analyzed. She survived. That may not sound impressive until you realize that 255 players didn't. And she wasn't just surviving the games, she was working the system. The pickpocketing move that changed everything. When the players voted to leave, most of them saw it as a chance to go back to their lives. But Sae-byeok, she saw it as an opportunity. While Ji-hoon was panicking over the money he owed, she was picking his pocket. Quick, efficient, no hesitation. It wasn't personal, it was survival. And it showed exactly why she had made it this far on her own. But Squid Game isn't a game you win alone.
Kang Sae-byeok.
Her first mistake. When the lights went out, alliances became life or death. Deok-soo and his gang took control, taking out anyone in their way. Sae-byeok, she fought back. She defended herself. But for the first time, she was vulnerable. Because no matter how skilled she was, one person can't fight a group. And it's here that she made a crucial decision. She aligned with Ji-hoon, Ali, and Sang-woo. It wasn't about trust, it was about survival. And in that moment, she realized something. She couldn't win this game alone. The glass bridge, when luck became her enemy. This was where strategy stopped mattering. Strength, intelligence, none of it meant anything. The glass bridge was pure luck. And Sae-byeok, she barely made it across. But she didn't escape unharmed. A single shard of glass, that's all it took to steal her fate. The final three, why she never had a chance. This was it, the final three, Ji-hoon, Sang-woo, and Sae-byeok. But by the time they reached this point, Sae-byeok was already dead. Not officially, not yet, but the game had already decided for her. She was bleeding out, she was barely conscious. And the worst part, she knew it. The old Sae-byeok, the one who always had an escape plan, always had control, was gone. And when she asked Ji-hoon to take care of her brother, it wasn't just a backup plan. It was acceptance. She wasn't getting out of this alive. Was there any way she could have won? Looking back, was there anything she could have done differently? Could she have survived the glass bridge uninjured? Could she have convinced Ji-hoon to kill Sang-woo first? Maybe. But the truth is, Squid Game was never fake. Sang-woo was willing to do whatever it took. Ji-hoon had the plot armor of a protagonist. And Sae-byeok, she was trapped between them, playing a game where kindness was a weakness. And in the end, it wasn't just the game that killed her. It was the world outside of it.